Hello friends, welcome to Supply Chain Academy. I am Dinesh. If you are into international trade and want to export some goods to foreign country, or if you want to import some goods from foreign country, then for you it becomes very important to understand about Incoterms. Incoterms are standard terms and full form for the Incoterms is International Commercial Terms. These terms are basically published by International Chamber of Commerce. Incoterms defines the delivery point for the seller. So based on the delivery point, the responsibility, risk and cost gets transferred from seller to the buyer. So in total, there are 11 Incoterms required for the international trading. And each Incoterm has different delivery point. In today's video, we will look at first Incoterm and the name is XWorks. It is applicable to the place. Incoterms basically defines the delivery points for the seller and the buyer based on which the responsibility, cost and risk gets transferred from seller to the buyer. So the example that we are looking at is buyer who is sitting in Pune, India wants to buy 1000 numbers of computers from the seller who is sitting into Beijing, China. So this is example of international trade. So China is the export country and India is the import country. So since it is international trade, there is going to be road transport from seller's factory or warehouse till the terminal. Terminal could be seaport or it could be a airport terminal. From there, it will travel to Mumbai port. It could be Mumbai airport or Mumbai seaport, and from port again there is going to be a inland transportation. So as the name itself is explaining, XWorks means that seller is responsible to do the packaging of the goods either at his factory or warehouse so that these goods are ready to load into the truck. So this is the area for which seller is responsible, and this point onward the responsibility, cost and risk gets transferred to the buyer. So rest of the services from this point onward will be taken care by the buyer. So to load the goods from seller's warehouse or factory into the truck will be owned by buyer. Buyer will pay for the transportation cost as well. Then buyer will also pay for the freight forwarder and the customs duty at the port. At the port there are going to be terminal charges. So buyer will own those terminal charges. The goods will have to be loaded either into ship, truck or plane, and buyer will own these charges as well. In our example, there is no direct road transportation from Shanghai to Mumbai, so road transportation will not be possible, but air and ocean transportation is still possible. So we will consider that the goods are getting loaded into the ship. So buyer is owning these charges. During the transportation, it needs to be insured. So buyer will own the insurance cost as well. Once this ship reaches Mumbai port, there is going to be unloading charges. Buyer will own these charges as well. There is going to be customs at the Mumbai port. Then there are going to be certain kind of taxes and duties, could be import duties and taxes. Buyer will own these taxes as well. Then this material will have to be loaded into the truck so that it will reach to its final destination. And buyer will pay the cost for this transportation as well. So as we see, in case of XWorks, seller is only responsible to keep the goods packed at his premises. The premises could be warehouse or factory. And after that, all other services needs to be taken care by the buyer. So see, Seller is responsible to keep the goods ready with international packaging standards at his factory or warehouse. So in our case, seller will make sure that 1000 numbers of computers are packed, and the writing convention for this in case of XWorks is 1000 numbers of computers with XWorks as the Incoterm, so and so warehouse or factory, so and so state or address of particular warehouse and factory, and so country. So it is 1000 computers, XWorks, ABC warehouse or factory, Beijing, China. Buyer gets over the responsibilities, risk and cost of the goods from the seller's warehouse factory in Beijing. So buyer will take over from this point onward. Till this point seller is owning everything. This point onward buyer is owning everything. Seller provides detailed documents to the buyer at his warehouse or factory in Beijing, such as seller will provide the commercial invoice for the goods. Seller will also provide details packaging list of the goods for 1000 computers. Seller will provide the truck bill of lading. He will also provide the details about the packaging. Now, if buyer wants seller help to do the loading of the goods into the truck, then seller can help buyer. But the cost and risk of loading goods into the truck will always be owned by the buyer. Now, if we see why XWorks Incoterm is usually preferred by the buyer. In many cases, buyer feels that he will be able to save some amount on transportation based on his own network into the export country. Let us consider that cost of one computer is $400 including shipping by the seller. In that case, seller is responsible to ship one computer from his premises to the buyer, but the cost is 400, and cost of one computer at seller's location is $300. It means that $100 is a cost that needs to be paid per computer by buyer for the shipping activity. In that case, buyer will think that if he himself manages the shipping and transportation from seller's premises, he may save some money. So in case if buyer handles the shipping and per computer shipping cost comes as $50, in that case cost of one computer with shipping will come as $350 instead of 400, and in this case buyer is saving $50. So this is the reason buyer prefers to take ownership of the shipping of goods from seller's premises till his final destination. But practically, for any buyer who is sitting into some other country, managing transportation directly from the seller's factory or warehouse is a bit challenging. So not necessary that every buyer will have this kind of network. So in that case, the more practical Incoterm is the next Incoterm, and it is FCA, that stands for Free Carrier at Place. So we will look at this Incoterm in our next video.